Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please do make sure you are subscribed because subscribing is free. And hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please do make sure you are subscribed. Today is one of those videos where we are serious. We're not laughing. We're not making any jokes, okay? I saw this story this morning, my time here in Canada. I saw a story coming from South Africa of a film production that was robbed. They were attacked by armed robbers with weapons and stuff, and about 8 women were raped, and they took turns on them. I just want you guys to think about that and let that sink in. So anyway, I am gonna read you information that I also found that was put out by the South African Police Service, and they say they can confirm that on the 28th of July 2022, a production company was shooting a music video at Krugersdorp Worth Village when they were attacked by a group of armed men. 8 of the victims were allegedly raped by the suspects before robbing them of their belongings. And I also saw another article where they talked about the film crew was also robbed of their cell phones, everything that they had. They took cameras, all that equipment is gone, and they said it's worth over millions of rands, right? And guys, South Africa is a dangerous country. I'm sorry to say this, okay? I also do have more clips from the crime scene, or rather where the police were. One of the ladies that was interviewed by the Newsroom Africa? Yeah, Newsroom Africa. She was interviewed there, and I felt like what she was talking about, it was so profound, very, very profound, and I'm in shock of some of the things that she said. Okay, so I want you guys to have a look at those videos. I'll also insert videos where the minister and the police, they spoke. So I'll just play all of those videos back to back, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Please, Nicolene, thank you so much for your time. I just want us to go back a bit. We're hearing that this incident happened in the early hours of this morning. What, as the CPF, did you hear?
In West Village, there is no CPF. We just have concerned community members. We did not hear anything up to early hours of the morning. And to us, it's a norm. You know, it was not alarming. It is just so unfortunate that this has to happen in order for the minister to hear our cries, as we had been engaging with the minister's office, trying to get the minister to address the community and come up with a way forward as to how do we help the situation in West Village. West Village is under siege. It is held in the hands of trigger-happy beings that kill for nothing. Women are being raped every day, and not just raped, gang raped by over 20 men that are doing these gruesome and heinous crimes. We've been asking for help. We've been crying out, but all our efforts had been in vain. Bekufuneka kuze kwenzeke lento for them to understand the pain that West Village is going through, for them to understand what women in West Village are going through, what the children in West Village are going through. West Village is under siege. When will the minister understand that? The police don't have the capacity to deal with what is happening in the West Village. Bring in the soldiers. That's what the community wants. Bring the visibility of the soldiers so that these people are able to run away. But they are not running away. They're not even scared of the police. They're not afraid of the police, because some of the police are on the payroll of these criminals.
One of the things that you said was that this is organized.
It is a well-organized syndicate. You follow the gold, because these people are not taking the gold to Lesotho. Follow the gold, then you will find who these people are. But to us, this is a norm. This is what we're experiencing every single day. There's a number of deaths in West Village reported. There's a number of women raped, gang raped. And if those women were raped by 10 men, that's nothing. We've got women that have been raped by over 20 men. One woman going through that. I am a victim of that. I know what it feels like. I know what it's like to. I've seen the wrath of the Zamazamas. West Village is under siege. When is your office going to realize that West Village is in the hands of trigger-happy beings? We love like foreigners in our own country. We've got a curfew from 6 till 5 o'clock. Even during the day, you can't walk freely without having an escort. You can't go to the store and buy bread without having an escort because they are there. This grass that you are talking about, ask the mayor. How many times have we asked the mayor? Please, at least do not give them a conducive environment. Please do not give them a place to hide. How many times have we engaged with the mayor's office that at least put up street lights? If you go to, I actually invite you to go to West Village now. It is a ghost town. It's like there's no people living there. And there's people living in West Village. We're talking about taxpayers. We're talking about voters in this country that had put you in that office. But you're not saying anything about the police that are in the capacity, the police that are in the payroll of these people. Because we can't run to the police as the police themselves, who sworn to serve and protect the nation, are not doing that. Instead, they are handing us over on a silver platter. Who knows, by the time I get home, I'll be waiting for my assessors by the gate. They'll be waiting for me. So do not I do understand from your point of view trying to clean this up, but up until we see it in West Village, up until we experience it, then we will be able to say thank you. But right now, I am speaking for all those deaths that have been reported in West Village. I'm speaking for every woman that has gone through rape in West Village. I'm speaking for a child of 4-year-old minister is able to narrate these gruesome stories.
Then there had to be an operation. The state has to respond, and the national commissioner unleashed some serious resources here, and those resources, they brought teams from the special task force. As we have always said, that we have capacity. Some people were saying we need to call soldiers. We are not there yet. We have capacity as South African Police Special Task Force. Not too many of them came. The NIU, National Intervention Unit, the TROT, the POP, and other people were here.
On the successes, we have also recovered 2 unlicensed firearms with ammunition. We have also recovered some explosives. We recovered some mercury, which has been used for illegal mining activities, including the scales and some of the processed gold dust. We have recovered it on the scene of crime. We have recovered some of the victims' stolen items. I'm referring to the bank cards, the identity documents, including some of the handbags and so forth. So there is a lot of things which we have recovered during this operation, and as the minister has said, we got a very strong marching orders from our national commissioner that we need to sustain these operations, and we are going to do that, including the West Village, as the minister has said. We will also go and repeat it again. We've been there, we'll repeat it again and repeat it until we mitigate the threat completely. So
you guys heard all of that. Did you guys hear what that lady said? Unfortunately, I don't know her name, but she spoke very profound of the things that she herself has gone through. Like, you could tell the anger coming out of that woman. Like, you know, all of that, the minister is there just watching. South Africa is actually, I feel, I don't see any other places around the world where crime is being done and the minister goes and show up. Like, this minister shows up at every crime scene. Okay, dressed the way he's dressed. All right. He was talking about they're not going to deploy the military yet because they don't need the military. And he said the special task team has been called. Not all of them showed up. Like, Oh my gosh, there is so many things that I want to talk about this whole story. Although I saw another tweet here, I thought I share that with you guys before I continue along. Let me hold on for me here. All right, okay, so I found it. So here's the tweet. You know, they talked about it's by Ian Cameron, sorry. How many more South Africans need to be murdered and raped like in Krugersdorp before there will be real action to remove the thousands of Zama illegal foreigners of Lesotho from the country? Nhleko, Mbalula, and Cele were all warned, but no action. The ANC is complicit. Do you guys agree with him? Do you guys agree with what he said? Okay, I wanted to say that. Has the government of ANC failed? Has the black government failed? Have the black people failed the people of South Africa? Just think about where South Africa would be today if there was no corruption, okay? If the border was secured, if there was law and order. Women and children wouldn't be living in a place like this. We would not fear our lives every day. You guys know, if you are new to my channel, I am South African. I was born and raised in South Africa. I moved to Canada in 2013. Best decision I ever made. Best decision. I don't fear for my life. I don't fear that I'm gonna get hijacked. Sometimes I park my car outside my own house. You know, when I'm tired, I park my car outside my own house, and sometimes I forget to lock my car. I will find my car still intact. Nobody would have broken in my car. Everything in my car will still be there. Okay? I'm afraid to a point where I can't even take my children to South Africa to go visit family. The last time I was in South Africa was 2019. And the things that I saw there, it was just shocking. It was scary. It was like I was in a war zone. Like, I'm just afraid. I cannot take my children there. I'm sorry. Until things get stabilized and be put in right places, no. Something's got to give. The government, this particular government, it has to shift. It has to shift. Can you just imagine, you know, if you're watching this video, you're from around the world or somewhere, okay, South Africa, like, children can get raped. Babies can get raped. Yeah. Okay. And these people will go out, they go and face the judge for the first time, and they will be given like a 500 rand, like I'll say like a $50 or $40 bail. Yeah. And some of these people would be foreigners who are illegal in the country. So once they've given you a $50 bail, that person goes back into the rightful country, and then they can come back into South Africa under a different name. Or they just cross the border illegally. How are you able to trace this type of people? And why nobody came to seal all of those mines? If there's nothing there anymore, they need to seal those mines. It needs to be destroyed and be done. Like the things she was saying, she said follow the money. It makes sense. Somebody is funding this thing. And unfortunately, you know, I am so sorry to those 8 women that have to go through that. I can just imagine the trauma that they're going through right now. And I hope and wish that they are taken seriously. Imagine being gang raped by people like these are like, they talk about these people, they go under the ground to go, you know, find gold or whatever. These people don't even bathe. Do you understand me? They don't even bathe. These people are stinking. And different types of them, you know, on top of you, forcefully themselves on you. South Africans are not ready to have this conversation. Okay? I'm just telling you guys from around the world, you want to visit South Africa, there are places that you can go and there are places that you cannot go. All right? Don't just go just when you want to. Oh, I want to go safari. I want to go here, and there. I want to go help the poor people. Something like this will happen to you. You understand? Like I am angry at this news. The people of South Africa, you guys, you gotta take arms. You gotta do something. You have to do your part. Take up the streets. Demonstrate how the whole country, not people wanting to shut down because of their political whatever views. This right here, this needs people to shut down every street of South Africa, all the men of South Africa, if they do believe, and you have daughters and you do not want your daughters, your sisters, your cousins to go through something like this, you guys have to go up on the street and demonstrate to this lousy government you call ANC that they do nothing for y'all. I cannot for the life of me understand the people that will still go on the voting lines and go vote for ANC. It just mind-blowing. Like, it's like, wow. The borders are open. Anybody and whoever can come into the country, do whatever they want. Okay? You gotta understand, when you're going to a certain country without papers, the only work that you're gonna do is illegal things. You cannot work. You're not on the database. You're not documented for. Can you imagine me here being in Canada illegally? They would freaking deport me. They don't care. They don't care. But it doesn't work like that in South Africa, apparently. If you say something about illegals, the people are labeled xenophobic. I don't know if that term even means anything now. Okay? But when things like that, illegal immigrants, allegedly, do this to South Africans, there's no uproar. Nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. It's not newsworthy. But say something about, hey, illegal immigrants needs to be deported back. Then you'll be like, you'll be called all sorts of names of xenophobic dictionary. You understand? The people of South Africa are under siege. The country South Africa is under siege. People are not safe. You look at the stats in South Africa, most of the crimes being committed in South Africa are all from illegal immigrants, okay? They terrorizing South Africans day in, day night, every day, all right? I am so sorry for this to have happened, but unfortunately, this was able to get the minister, of course, like he's got to go there every time when there's a crime. He's got to go stand around. You're not protecting the people of South Africa. Women and children are at risk. Something's gotta give. They gotta do something. Like, if you are found, like how these people were found with the belongings belonging to the victims, there shouldn't be any leniency. There shouldn't be something, they do something very light, giving them a 500 Rand bail. No bail. You understand? Try to do those type of crimes in America, Canada. Yo, guys, like, you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. The problem of South Africa is this freaking corruption. It has crumbled the countries to its knees. People are going through what we're going through today because of that corruption. Mautati Jojo, you take that bribe. Do you know that person, what are they capable to do? Because you now let them in. They've given you what? 20 Rand. 20 Rand is worth of they go and ruin somebody's life. And we're talking about, these are young girls. This is 19-year-old. The one 19-year-old, they said she was, I don't even want to say it, man. Like, this is, go Google it yourself. Like, go read it. Like, it's just sad. Like, it's the most saddest thing. That's why I am not going to take my children to South Africa until there's a different government. Okay? Me saying that I'm in Canada, that doesn't mean I am not going to vote. I know there's new 2024. We're going to have to go and vote. It's either I'm going to do it here at the embassy in Vancouver, or I will see if I feel safe enough to come to South Africa and come and vote in person. Because I feel like if I do it at the embassy, maybe my vote's going to be thrown off in the water, whatever. You understand what I mean? But, you know, we have to stand up. We got to fight. This is our country. We all got to do our part. You know, I feel like this is so crazy, man. Like, this is the most craziest thing. To be a woman in South Africa must be a curse. You must feel like you're cursed, because this is, yo, guys, hi. So, guys, please do let me know what you guys feel about this whole thing. You know, do you feel like the government of South Africa, the ANC, the governing party has failed the people of South Africa? And do you feel like the military has to be called? Because you remember when it was at the time of the Roro. Remember the Roro? When, you know, people were giving curfew and you can be out at this hour. Why can't they do that now? You know, the streets will be clean. They go in all of those mines, the abandoned mines, you know, shut them down. If they see another activity, yeah, they shut it down. So they know, you know, South Africa, they're not going to do anything. So I would also wanted to ask you again, do you think the people of South Africa deserve to live in harmony and peace? Do you guys feel that? Or do you feel like they should forever live in fear because they have this open border policy where anybody and whatever, they can come in? Okay. I'm gonna do more videos about what's happening with that open border policy thing. There's so much I'm gonna tell you guys. One thing I'm gonna tell you, they say that South Africa is the only country in the world where a 25-year-old can come to South Africa to retire. Yes, I will come more to that. Do you feel like the women and children of South Africa are free? Or do you feel like they're in chains? So do let me know what you feel about this whole thing. And I am so sorry to everybody who was involved in this and all the victims that were victimized so brutally and have to endure what they went through. I'm so sorry, and I am praying for you. Hope that you find justice in the South African government. Hopefully they actually do something about this whole situation about illegal mining and these people that are out there terrorizing South Africans, taxpayer people of South Africa. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I will see you again on my next upload. Bye.